Kaiba, I've conducted all the tests I could think of and you seem perfectly healthy.
Nurse Joy, I'm fine. Really. Thank you for your thoroughness, but I'm not concerned. Can I go back on set now?
You nearly collapsed on set, Kaiba. I'm glad you're okay, but I think a little concern is warranted. Nurse, can you give us a moment?
Of course.
What's going on, my friend?
I'm perfectly fine, Yugi. Please don't make a fuss.
Kaiba, I know you well enough to know when something's up.
Well, it's been almost a year of no contact, Yugi. So maybe you don't know me as well as you think.
Yugi glares at Kaiba, but his gaze softens after a moment.
I know. I'm genuinely sorry I haven't been in touch. Things between us became too complicated and I've been avoiding it instead of addressing it. I'm truly sorry, my friend.
Kaiba looks surprised and considers Yugi's apology. There is a long pause.
Fine. You're forgiven. Just stop being a shitty friend and answer my damn calls.
That's a promise. Now, what's been going on, friend?
Kaiba takes a deep breath.
If I tell you this, you have to promise me you're not going to use it for views. I'm not interested in being a sob story for anime superstars.
It's a promise.
Kaiba hesitates and sighs.
I've been getting panic attacks for about a year now, and they've been getting more frequent of late. When Blue Eyes told me I'd become my father, that triggered a pretty severe one. We both know I was an arrogant prick in my early 20s, and I'm trying to make amends and not constantly criticize myself and others. But honestly, Blue Eyes' words hit a nerve. It made me think that deep down, I'm always going to be broken, and that I'm destined to become like my father.
Yugi's gaze softens. He takes a moment to consider his words.
Kaiba, you and Gozaburo are nothing alike. He's a literal psychopath. Look, let's call a spade a spade. You and I have both always drawn our worth from being the best, but it's never enough. There's no achievement so great that it makes you feel whole. That comes from the inside. And, fuck, I don't always feel worthy either. I'm the king of self-criticism. But you're a good person, Kaiba, I know it. You've built up so many walls to protect yourself, but you don't need to do that shit anymore. As a friend told me recently, it's nice to see this more vulnerable side to Kaiba. Just be who you are and know that's enough.
Kaiba looks at Yugi, stunned. There is a long pause and Kaiba lets out a long exhale.
I really hate it when you're right.
Yugi lets out a hearty chuckle and Kaiba rolls his eyes.
Alright, well, I'm glad that's settled. Let's talk more after the show. But don't think your sob story is going to get you any favoritism from the judges.
Kaiba grins and Yugi laughs.
Yugi, do you know who you're talking to? I'm Sato motherfucking Kaiba.
Yugi laughs and they walk back to the studio together. The queens enter the workroom the following morning except for Kaiba.
It's a new day in the workroom and I've decided to change my game plan after almost being eliminated. I came into Anime Superstars playing this clumsy father character who quote-unquote forgets to do an entrance line so that these queens would underestimate me, but it isn't working. These queens are seeing through the facade. I'm strategic by nature and I'm done hiding it. Going forward, I'm just going to be me.
The queens gather around the workroom table and there's an uneasy tension between Lloyd and Monokuma. The queens chat amongst themselves with Midnight and Langa regaling the queens with a story about a drag contest called Opulence that Midnight won in Tokyo and where Langa placed third. Mew then asks if anyone is thinking about competing in the 7th annual Miss Anime. Blue Eyes says he thinks the trauma of the 3rd and 4th Miss Anime contest has worn off and he would be willing to try once more. Diglett chimes in to say he is very keen but isn't sure if he would win. Alex says you never know if you don't try and Diglett nods enthusiastically.
Alex is so right. Why couldn't someone like me be a Miss Anime? Oh, it would be so amazing to receive that title. I think my tiny heart would stop beating. But first I need to get this crown. Oh, MG. Could you imagine if I was the winner of Anime Superstars and the next Miss Anime? Oh, I feel elated even thinking about it.
The conversation this morning was light and breezy. I'm glad, because we needed a break from all the drama. I'm really not happy with my performance all competition long. I didn't come here to be low or safe. Ash and Yugi have given me a huge platform to show what I can do, and I'm frustrated to keep letting them down. I think my main problem is these comedy challenges. I rely on the powerful female who serves fierce and sexy. I wonder if I'm not showing the judges versatility, and I think it's time I take more risks and show the judges I'm not just a one-trick queen.
The queens continue bonding until they see Ash come through the workroom door.
Konnichiwa, Queens. Well, what a few weeks it has been. 5 villains eliminated in a row. Blue Eyes, how are you feeling about your place in the competition right now?
Well, Ash, we've trimmed the fat, and what's left is the cream of the crop. I intend to be the last villain standing, and that crown will look fierce on my head.
That's a fierce answer, but is it the truth? For the mini challenge today, you'll be required to stay cool under pressure. Today I'll be grilling you in our interrogation room, and our polygrapher will ask you a series of questions designed to expose your deepest desires. That's right, we're borrowing the iconic mini challenge from cartoon drag race Toon World, which you can watch now on YouTube. Every truthful answer gets you a point, and every successful lie gets you 3. But be warned, if you're caught lying, you lose a point instead. The viewers at home will get to see if you successfully lied, but we'll be none the wiser. Queens, good luck and don't fuck it up. Welcome Midnight, don't be scared. This is our polygrapher, Apook the Turtle.
Isn't Apook just Koopa spelt backwards?
Shh, I'm incognito.
Of course, my apologies, Apook.
Now Midnight, you're attached to a polygraph, so if you lie we will know. First question, is Midnight actually your name?
No, that's my hero name. My real name is Namiri Kayama.
Ash, she's telling the truth.
Fair enough, though a bit predictable. Are you going to lie and make things interesting?
I would never lie to you, Ash.
Well, that's a goddamn lie. I don't even need to check the machine. Damn it. The machine says he's telling the truth.
Now Langa, we notice you and Kaiba have become quite close. Are you developing a bit of a crush on Kaiba?
Oh, is it just me or is it hot in here?
Stop deflecting, Langa.
No, I'm not developing feelings for him.
We've caught him in a lie. That's a minus point to you.
I'm not lying, am I? I don't have feelings for Kaiba, do I?
You tell us.
Oh my god, that was the most stressful mini challenge. I know I should let Kaiba and the others know I have a boyfriend, but I'm enjoying the attention. Wait, is that the wrong thing to do? Oh god, I hope I'm not leading him on.
Lloyd, we know you're married to your wife, but have you ever had an intimate interaction with someone of the same sex?
I have, yes.
He's telling the truth.
Interesting, very interesting. Have you ever had a romantic relationship with someone of the same sex? And the truth, please. If you lie, we will catch you.
I have, yes. In fact, I had a romantic relationship with someone of the same sex while I was married to my wife.
Well, that sounds like a lie. Wait, the machine says he's telling the truth.
Well, since you're confessing, who was the lucky suitor?
My wife's brother, Yuri.
I'm clutching my pearls. The machine says he's telling the truth.
Well, talk about an easy challenge. I could lie all day long and not get caught. And just to assuage my fans, I've never cheated on my wife. I experimented with my sexuality a bit in college, but realized I probably am a 1 on the Kinsey scale.
Alex, you're a clear contender for Miss Congeniality. Who is your biggest competition?
Oh dear Ash, what a predicament. I don't want to be a shady queen, but I know how you feel about fence sitters.
We know you're stalling, Alex, an answer please.
Ash, Apook. The truth is, I don't think anyone else is competition for Miss Congeniality.
Oop, what a read! Ash, I can confirm he's coming up as telling the truth.
Well, Miss Congeniality, we're not letting you off the hook. We're just thirsty for some tea. Alex, who's the next to sashay away?
I am confident Monokuma will be the next to go. It's his time.
We caught him in a lie! Interesting. Who are you protecting, Alex? Do you think Lloyd is the next to go?
I plead the fifth.
Mewtwo managed to get a win in Season 1, but so far you've been lip-syncing, low or safe. Are you feeling the pressure to not let down the House of Astral Glam?
Oh, not at all. I am very happy with how I've done so far. Mama is a slaying the house down boots.
You should not tell lies, Mew. Take a point away.
Alalon Diglett.
Actually, the name's Colonel Mustard, and I'm a grizzled war veteran.
Well, Colonel, we've found the body in the library.
It wasn't me with the dagger, I swear.
Oh, really?
But we never mentioned that the dagger was the murder weapon. How could you have known that? Gasp. Alolan Diglett is the murderer.
I knew it. Well, Diglett, you're going away for a long, long time.
Well, it's the truth. I gutted him like a fish. He practically begged me for death, and I, being a merciful lord, obliged. And you're next, Ash. You better sleep with one eye open. Edward, how did I do? Was I menacing enough? I decided to play a Cluedo-inspired character and make Ash and Cooper laugh. Mission achieved, they kept breaking character, which makes me feel like I did a good job.
Blue Eyes, we know you have beef with Kaiba, but we have to ask, would you rather be in an alliance with Kaiba or Monokuma this competition?
How dare you, Ash? Neither. I want nothing to do with them.
Alliances? I have none. I'm a friend to all and determined to play a clean game.
Oh, easy. I would be in an alliance with that man-child Kaiba. I'd rather be with someone talented like him than an overrated nobody like Lloyd or Blue Eyes.
That's very easy. I would choose Monokuma as my ally. I really respect his character and the game he is playing.
And how is a part-time house husband so good at lying, I wonder?
All right, Ash, our turn. Now sit.
Yes, ma'am.
Is your real name Ash Ketchum? Remember, if you lie, we will catch you.
No, it's Yami Yugi.
The machine says he's lying. Take away a point.
And Ash, you've recently come out as pansexual, correct? Which cast member do you consider the trade of the season?
That's easy, Monokuma.
Where I come from, lying is severely punished.
Suddenly I don't feel so bad about being a terrible liar.
Final question, and we expect the truth. Who do you think is going to win Season 2 of Anime Superstars? And remember, Ash, how anime superstars feel about fence-sitters.
Oh dear, Midnight, you really know how to make a man talk. Gosh, okay, since you asked, I'll say a name. Just based on what we've seen so far, said Kaiba.
Well, I guess we know who needs the chop.
Well, Queens, that was a lot of fun. Some of you are great liars and the rest are Langa, Mew and Alolan Diglett.
The queens all laugh.
But one of you is truly a habitual liar. Lloyd Forger, congratulations, you're the winner of the mini-challenge.
Lloyd? A good liar? But he's so nice, that's very curious.
And this week's win comes with a special advantage. Lloyd, this week you get to divide up the queens into 3 groups of 3 to take part in a team's advert challenge.
Oh yay. More comedy.
And Queens, this week you'll be judged in teams, so don't fuck it up. Oh, and Yugi just called, Kaiba is back on set. I've been informed Kaiba has been medically cleared to re-enter the competition, but I'll ask you to please respect his privacy and not ask questions. Now Lloyd, I'll leave you to sort out the groups. Good luck Queens and don't fuck it up.
The queens all gather around the workroom table. Midnight is the first to speak.
So Lloyd, any thoughts on how you'll organize the groups?
Given how much Lloyd has whined about others playing unfairly, I imagine he's going to let us state our preferences.
Lloyd smiles menacingly at Monokuma and waits a beat before responding.
Actually, I've already decided the groups. Kaiba and Langa, since you appear good friends, I'll let you work together, but you're getting Monokuma.
Langa's so fun to work with, but Monokuma, I can feel the tension headache already. Fuck. I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to make it work.
Sorry, I'm just choking on some bile over here. The man-child and Mr. Goody Two-Shoes are not my first preference, but at least they've been slaying the game thus far.
And Midnight and Mew, if I recall, you're on friendly terms, so I'm putting you 2 with Blue Eyes.
What in the fresh hell? I can't stand Midnight. Why would we be on good terms? Oh, I see, Lloyd is trying to sabotage us. I didn't think he had it in him. I thought he was just milquetoast. You mean to say he has a personality? Well, better late than never, I guess. Good for you, Lloyd.
And that means I'm going to work with Alex Lewis Armstrong and Alolan Diglett this week.
I don't fully understand Lloyd's decision, as I don't see the other groups working well together. It's not how I would do it, though it will be fantastic to work with Lloyd and the tiny giant.
I don't understand queens who come on the show and play fair. Power is to be used if it gets you to the crown. Alex and I get on well and Alolan Diglett is hilarious, so I feel good about my team. I decided to sabotage Monokuma, which honestly feels so good. I love setting up a villain to flounder. I don't much care for Mew, so putting her with Midnight seems like a great way to force an error. I'm really hoping we take this challenge and I get my first win, which is long overdue.
The queens all begin moving to different tables and Monokuma gives Lloyd a cold smile. Lloyd holds his gaze and smirks back. Kaiba, Monokuma, and Langa join a table together. Langa hesitates but then asks.
I, just wanted to check you're okay, Kaiba. We got quite a fright in Untucked.
Kaiba looks away, hiding his embarrassment. He hesitates before responding.
I'm okay. Thanks for the concern. Really, I am okay. Now, Monokuma, will you fight me this week? Or can we put aside our mutual disdain?
Kaiba, I'm still looking forward to the day you trip up in this competition, but I'm not stupid. You and Langa are both heavy hitters in this competition. If we work together, we can slay this challenge and make Lloyd look like the fool he is.
I'll be honest, I was stressed out that I was going to be de-escalating World War III between these two, but Monokuma is taking this really well.
Now, I had an idea for our commercial. What if our product changed your personality? Kaiba, you and I are both cocky and overconfident, whereas Langa is quite shy and demure. We could begin the commercial acting as ourselves, but then when we interact with the product, our personalities change. I become kind and congenial, Kaiba becomes humble and affable, and Langa becomes an absolute raging cunt. Kaiba, do you have it in you to be humble and affable?
My last nerve, viewers. It's frayed. Just breathe, Kaiba. Breathe. Unfortunately, his idea is a good one.
Kaiba rolls his eyes at Monokuma. Langa says playing a prick will be a challenge for him, and Kaiba tells him to channel Monokuma. Monokuma laughs. Kaiba suggests they call their product Personality, and Monokuma nods emphatically. Monokuma says he's pleasantly surprised that Kaiba has so many good ideas. Kaiba sighs loudly and rolls his eyes.
Shockingly, our commercial is taking shape. We worked as one unit and the final product looks good. Kaiba and I had a fun, almost flirty banter, but I'm feeling hella guilty. After the mini challenge, I can't help feeling I'm leading him on, but I'm really enjoying getting to know him. Langa, just tell him you have a boyfriend.
Elsewhere, Alolan Diglett, Alex and Lloyd begin working together.
Lloyd, this is such a great team. I'm so excited. Do you mind if I ask how you chose the teams?
Lloyd considers Alolan Diglett's question for a moment.
Honestly, it's because I feel I'm not being taken seriously here. Even though being a drag queen isn't my day job, I've been doing drag decades longer than these other queens in other ways, and to come here and be told I'm not being authentic is a kick in the guts. I'm partly to blame. I came in playing the fumbling dad turned drag queen, but that's not who I really am. This competition is a chance for me to be myself for once, and so I've decided to discard the facade and just be me. I'm very capable and very competitive, and so I set up the teams to give us the best chance of success. I'm playing me from now on, whether these queens like it or not.
Alolan Diglett looks at Lloyd in awe.
I love that. I'm glad you can be yourself here. Now, before we get to it, I need your help. I've got dozens of ideas for products we could use, but I just know once I start talking, it will be hard for me to stop. So please interrupt me.
Working together was just fantastic. I love these two queens. True to his word, Diglett had lots of good ideas, but Lloyd wasn't afraid to interject. In the end, we decided on a product called Magic Mirror, a mirror that reveals who you truly want to be, and then allows you to change your personality to match.
Wait, isn't that almost the same as Kaiba's group who created a tea called Personality?
Wait, are you serious? Great balls of fire, that's not good. Well, it's too late to change now, we'll just have to hope for the best.
Elsewhere, Mew, Blue Eyes, and Midnight sit at a table, and there's a long pause. Midnight breaks the silence.
Mew, I know we don't see eye to eye, but can we get through today without any drama?
Well, I don't really have a choice, so Mama will make it work.
Oh, for goodness sake, I just can't deal with passive-aggressive. I know I should let it go, but it's the weakest form of response. Honestly, I would rather someone be straight-out aggressive, at least that I can work with.
Midnight rubs her temples and sighs. Mew looks at her and scoffs. Blue Eyes narrows his eyes at both queens.
Grow up, both of you. Why is a decision made week one still influencing relationships in this game? Just move on. This petty drama is beneath you.
Mew looks at Blue Eyes with fury, and Midnight grits her teeth.
Well, Blue Eyes, Midnight's decision seriously affected my game. I ended up in the bottom week one, and it threw me off all competition.
You can't blame me for your poor performance, Mew, that's on you.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry you're struggling and I know you have a big reputation to live up to, but don't project your insecurities onto me.
Oh, she did not just call Mama insecure.
I'm just being truthful.
I'm going to throw hands with this hoe.
Bring it on, I can take her.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they're acting like children. Mew's taking this far too personally, and Midnight arcs up every time Mew says something. As far as I'm concerned, these queens need to take a concrete pill and harden the fuck up.
Mew storms off and leaves the workroom studio. Once outside, she casts Psychic on a metal bin and it smashes against a wall. She begins crying tears of frustration and begins talking to herself.
God damn it, Mew. You're an amazing drag queen. Why aren't you acting like one? Honestly, it's pathetic you're doing this badly. You came here to redeem the House of Astral Glam, but your performance has been disgraceful. It's an embarrassment.
Mew becomes aware that Midnight followed her outside. She wipes away her tears. Midnight takes a moment to consider her words.
You know, Mew, people underestimate how tough this competition is, especially when you have a big name. I've only been doing drag for 3 years, but I've been touring with Esdeath for nearly 6 months and she's championed my drag. I came into this competition wanting to make her proud and pay back the confidence she's instilled in me. Then week 1 I messed up my talent show in front of the entire nation. I felt so embarrassed. Truthfully, that's why I chose your lipstick week 1. I wasn't trying to be cunt or give the fans drama. I felt embarrassed that I'd so spectacularly messed up when I knew my mentor was watching.
Mew considers this for a moment.
Midnight, why are you telling me this?
Because even though you've lashed out at me, I understand why you're angry. You came in here with something to prove and you're floundering. I am too. And this drama between us, what is it achieving? What do you say we put our differences aside and work together?
Mew considers Midnight's words before responding.
You do raise a good point. I'm sorry I've been such a bitch to you since week 1. I've let my insecurities take the wheel, and it doesn't feel good. I am sorry. I still think it was a hoe move to draw my lipstick, but I'm willing to move forward. Shall we head back?
Midnight and Mew re-enter the workroom and Blue Eyes looks at them with fury. He goes to say something, but he notices them joking around together and stays silent.
What a disaster. They both just left the studio mid-challenge, leaving me stranded. When they finally came back, they were joking around almost like they're friends. It hurt. With Koopa and Azula gone, I'm feeling so alone in this competition. We threw together a product called the Book of Sins, but honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. I'll definitely serve as best I can, but I can't understand why I always end up feeling so alone.
Welcome to the main stage of Anime Superstars Season 2. I'm Koopa the Turtle, and tonight we have a very special guest judge. She's the girlfriend of Season 1 winner General Esdeath, sister to Alex Lewis Armstrong, and the queen who should have won Season 1. It's Olivier Armstrong.
Might I just say how great it is to see you, Koopa?
Olivier, it's such a pleasure. Should we go on tour after Season 2?
Let's take the world by storm. Now to our distinguished panel of judges. She's the self-proclaimed queen of drag and the love of my life. It's General Esdeath. Now, Esdeath, if you're the queen, what does that make me?
My love, this queendom needs 2 queens, don't you think?
I completely agree. And they catapulted my career and paved the way for anime queens. It's Ash Ketchum and Yugi Moto. Gents, are you 2 kings ruling all the land?
We are, yes, but we bow before our queens.
As you should. This week our queens were asked to design and sell a product in a comedy ad challenge. Oh, thank God I was eliminated. I fucking hate ad challenges. I'm #triggered from Season 1. Queens, good luck, and I really hope you fuck it up.
Did you mean to say not fuck it up?
Oh no, I want to drink in the disaster tea. I hope they're an absolute mess.
Monokuma slayed the challenge.
What's that? A second win coming my way? Drink in all this personality. Ah, so refreshing.
Kaiba had a good performance.
Who knew I could serve humble and affable? I killed it, As expected, but I hate to say it, Monokuma is so witty. Langa, on the other hand, a moving train wreck. If we're not in the top, it's because of that bottom. Lucky he's cute.
Lloyd Forger, Mama Mew, and Alolan Diglett had a good performance.
My strategy paid off. Team Midnight bombed and they bombed hard. There's no question one of them is going home. Unfortunately, I didn't anticipate Monokuma and Kaiba's mutual hatred would drive them to one-up each other. They sold their product with complete conviction and they've got the episode. Diglett and I carried our scene and I know we've done enough to survive another week.
Midnight, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Alex Lewis Armstrong had a bad performance.
Bad, very bad, and worse. That's the summation of our commercial. I chose to embody a CEO inspired by the sin greed, who used the Book of Sins for excessive financial gain. I think I had a concept, it just wasn't funny and it was way too far outside my wheelhouse.
Langa flopped the challenge.
I tried really hard to be me. I tried embodying cartoon drag race queens like Monokuma, Tetsumi, Lola, and Goldine, but I got really self-conscious with Monokuma and Kaiba acting so strongly. I panicked internally and it really showed in the final cut. I may have cost my team a top placement and I just want to hide my face in shame.
The runway theme is opulence, you own everything. Monokuma the Chaos Bear, Seto Kaiba, Lloyd Forger, Alolan Diglett, Mama Mew, and Blue Eyes White Dragon had a great runway.
Was Mama the best actress in her group? Clearly. Were the judges blinded by my opulence on the runway? Absolutely. Ash was watching me glide down the runway with his mouth open. And I swear I saw him drooling. Why? Because Mama is a stunner.
I'll leave anime superstars a runway queen. Dragons are known for their treasure hoards, and I brought mine down the runway. Jewels, gold, magic items, I had them all, and I looked exquisite. It's more than enough to make up for that train wreck of a challenge. Shocker that we flopped the challenge when Midnight and Mew only gave us 10 minutes to prepare.
Midnight and Langa had a good runway. Alex Lewis Armstrong had a bad runway.
Not my finest week, and that's okay. I think my outfit and performance just weren't my best. I'm disappointed to have stumbled in front of my sister, but I'm not going to overthink it. I'll listen to the lip sync song just in case.
I always love a commercial challenge and the final products were fun. That said, it's probably the weakest week we've seen from you queens and no group totally aced that challenge. Koopa, would you like to start with your critiques?
Alolan Diglett, I'm very proud of you. You were poised and focused in the scene. Your growth in this competition is inspiring to watch.
Thanks so much, Koopa. And I wanted to thank you for your guidance last week. I'm slowly getting better at catching myself in an idea spiral. I've been applying it not just to the challenges this week, but also to life in general. I won't ramble, I'm just very grateful.
You're very welcome. Mew, Midnight, and Blue Eyes, your commercial just wasn't funny, which is a shame because I was hoping to see Kaiba and Monokuma flop. Team Kaiba, you were alright, I guess. But Langa, learn to be a bitch. You're a drag queen after all. If you can't deliver shade, what's the point?
I second Koopa's critiques. Monokuma and Kaiba, your transition from villain to hero was compelling and funny. Langa, your performance wasn't great, but we all have a bad week, so keep your chin up. Team Mew, it was giving unprepared. Did something happen in the workroom? Either way, remember, comedy needs jokes. Team Lloyd, solid, safe.
I agree with my fellow judges, though I've seen you all compete, so I'm giving some tough love. Langa, you'll be safe this week, but step your pussy up. I don't care how in your head you are, serve or go home.
While I'm glad she said I'm safe, I feel so deflated. Should someone else have to lip sync when I was the weakest? I don't know. Ugh, I feel terrible.
Alex Lewis Armstrong. A weak night for you both on the runway and in the challenge. You seem genuinely nice, but you're not giving us more facets to your personality, and it makes me wonder, do you have more to show? At this stage, I think not.
I'll take Esdeath's critiques, but I'm proud of my showing at Anime Superstars, and I don't agree. I'm being authentic to me, and I don't know what more the judges want to see from me.
Mew and Blue Eyes, absolutely fucking stunning on the runway, as always. It almost makes up for the bile I felt rising up my throat from your performances in the challenge. And, Midnight, I've worked closely with you, and it's hard to watch you stumble. Where was the fierce bitch I've come to know well?
It hurts, 'cause it's true. Well, if I have to lip sync, start the music and I'll show you why I deserve to stay.
Team Lloyd, good work this week, you're safe. Your product was good, Team Kaiba just sold the same product better. You can step to the back of the stage.
God fucking damn it. I really wanted to win this week.
Team Kaiba, congratulations, you're the winners of this week's challenge. You're all receiving a high placement, even you, Langa. But one of you really went from villain to hero. Monokuma, once again, you're the winner of this week's challenge.
Moi, a two-time winner? I would say I didn't see it coming, but obviously I did. I'm just so good at what I do.
Langa steps forward, and the queens freeze, surprise flickering across their faces as they wait for him to address the judges.
Judges, I have something to say. Honestly, I think I was the worst queen this week and I don't feel good about getting a high placement. I've given it some thought and…
Langa's sentence trails off as Kaiba whispers something to him. The two of them talk in hushed tones. Production is unable to hear what they have to say, but Kaiba becomes more insistent. Monokuma goes to say something, but Langa cuts him off.
Sorry, judges. On reflection, I think I should be grateful to slay another week. Sorry to interrupt, that was very impolite of me.
Look, I have an IQ of 130, and I knew exactly what Langa was about to do, and I'm not having him sacrifice himself for these bottom queens. He deserves to be here, and I told him as much.
Alrighty then, Langa and Kaiba, you can move to the back of the stage. That means Blue Eyes White Dragon, Midnight and Mama Mew, you are up for elimination. Monokuma, I can confirm the Pikachu immunity idol is still in play.
Pika Pika!
That means that Monokuma, you have the power to save one of the bottom three queens. Monokuma, do you wish to deliberate?
Monokuma thinks for a moment and then smiles widely. He cocks his head and says,
Judges, I'll be honest, none of the queens are doing it for me, so I want to hear from them why they should stay. But judges, not behind closed doors. I want them to plead their case in front of the other queens.
Oh, come on. Just stop toying with these queens, Monokuma.
Shut it, manchild. Do you notice how no one ever asks you for your opinion, Kaiba? Shut the fuck up and stand in the back with the other safe queens, Mary. Now, judges, will you allow this?
Our producer says yes, but hurry it up, Monokuma.
I'll start. Monokuma, hopefully you can see I've given my all to every challenge. This week I challenged myself to leave a familiar character.
How predictable and boring. How about you, Blue Eyes?
Who the hell does he think he is cutting me off mid-plea? I've had it, I'll teach him to fuck with Midnight.
Monokuma, you're a shady bitch and I'm not going to beg in front of my fellow queens. I've slayed the runway, slayed this competition, and I'm a fierce bitch. Keep me or don't, but I'm not playing your little bitch bear game.
Kaiba laughs from the back of the stage. Blue Eyes turns to glare at Kaiba, though Kaiba gives him a wink.
Oh wow, Blue Eyes, honest as usual. I respect you dragging me to my face. Mew, you flopped this competition so far, so why should I bother keeping you?
Honestly, you probably shouldn't.
Mew lets a single tear roll down her cheek.
Look, I've been flopping all competition, and I want a chance to prove why I should be here. I've been so obsessed with doing well that I have not put my best self forward. Midnight and I had a great chat today, and it reminded me of who I was and what I represent in drag. So I beg you, Monokuma, please put me in the bottom, and I'll show the judges why I deserve to stay.
Ash lets out a sigh but says nothing.
Well, judges, with great power comes great responsibility. Oh, judges, that's your line. Oh well, the queen I have chosen to save this week is… Mama Mew.
Oh, I'm living.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't understand it, but that's Monokuma's choice, I suppose. Mama Mew, Monokuma has given you the Pikachu immunity idol. Do you accept this gift?
Mew considers this for a moment.
Look, it's Monokuma's choice, and I won't disrespect it. I'll take this as a sign to step up next week.
The queens look shocked and Mama Mew goes to the back of the stage.
Look, everything I said on stage was true. I have been acting like a spoiled brat, and it's unbecoming. But me begging Monokuma to be in the bottom too? I'm such a good actress. He likes to subvert expectations, and so of course he saved the queen no one would expect him to save. Oh, I played him like a fiddle. Did you like my fake tear?
Blue Eyes, Midnight, I'm sorry my dears, but this means you're up for elimination. This week you were asked to prepare a lip-sync performance to Oath Sign from Fate, which was requested by our very own Verosica. Queens, good luck, and don't fuck it up.
I don't deserve to be in the bottom two. I'm not the reason our group flopped, but whatever, play the music.
Midnight had a great lip sync. Blue Eyes had a good lip sync.
Queens, that was really good fun to watch and thank you for fighting to stay. I've consulted the judges and, Midnight, Shantae you stay.
That lip sync was mine to dominate. We'll kiki on the outside, but if you're up against me in a lip sync, pack your bags.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, you've had a great competition so far, sometimes one bad week is all it takes. You've shown up and showed out and we'll always be a fan. But for now, sashay away.
Another competition where I've failed to make my mark. A shame, really. At least I've made friends with Koopa and Azula, and hopefully I have a few new fans.
Blue Eyes moves to the end of the runway.
Well, Queens, just remember the duel's not over. This dragon always rises again.
Ash and Yugi look at each other and smile, sharing a knowing glance.
Wait, did you see that? Ash and Yugi are up to something. I'm sure of it.
Blue Eyes leaves the stage and the queens enter untucked. Langa flops down and looks dejectedly at the floor. Lloyd nurses his mocktail, his eyes trained on Monokuma. Kaiba rapidly taps his foot.
Well, that was quite tense. I feel like I can finally breathe.
I'd exhale if the bear would stop smirking.
This face is just my default expression for joy.
Last I checked, joy wasn't supposed to look like gloating.
I don't know, man. For me, they're one and the same. And I thought you of all people should appreciate a twist ending.
No. What people appreciate is respect. You played people's emotions tonight, and that's not strategy, it's cruelty. And I don't appreciate it.
The room stills. Even Langa looks up.
Honestly, Midnight, cruelty built this competition. I just have the honesty to enjoy it.
You think honesty is the same as heartlessness. That's why you'll never actually win.
Monokuma's smile falters for half a second, just enough for the others to notice. Then it snaps back.
We'll see who's smiling when the next challenge starts.
Monokuma pouts and Lloyd whispers to Midnight that she was brave to take him on, and she nods, letting out a sharp exhale. Before anyone else can speak, a TV screen gets rolled into Untucked. Langa's boyfriend, Reki, appears on screen. Langa is snapped from his funk and begins to tear up.
Hey babe, it's so good to see you.
Oh my god, Reki, it's so good to hear your voice.
You too, my love. How's the competition going?
Oh, I've placed mostly high and I won the first week, so I guess it's going okay. I really miss seeing you. I wish you were here right now. How are you going on Cartoon Drag Race Philippines?
I'm hanging in there. It's been a rough start, but I'm keeping positive. Quick question, which one of you is Kaiba?
Kaiba steps forward.
Hey man, I don't mean to be rude, but can you please cool it with my boyfriend? He's spoken for.
Kaiba looks taken aback. Kaiba tenses up and grabs at his chest and leaves Untucked. Langa looks at him, worried, but turns his attention back to the screen.
Anyway, babe, just wanted to let you know how proud I am of you. Keep slaying the competition, babe.
Yes, you too. I'm so proud of you, sweet pea.
Well, Langa having a boyfriend might have been nice to know. Now I look like a giant dick on national television for courting a man spoken for. Just what I need.
Oop. Production knew exactly what they were doing bringing in that video message. Looks like Langa's been caught out, and honestly someone popped the popcorn.
Oh my god, I just feel like the biggest douche, and I have honestly never felt so embarrassed in my life. I really wasn't trying to lead Kaiba on. It's just been so confusing being in this competition because it made me question whether I am ready to settle down and commit just to being with Reki, or whether I want the freedom to travel the world with no responsibilities. But seeing him on screen made me realize he's my best friend and the man I want to wake up to every morning and hopefully raise several kids with. I'm such a fucking idiot, and I'm sure Kaiba feels hurt and betrayed. I feel so low right now. I've dishonored myself, and my dad is probably looking down on me, feeling disappointed in his only son. I'm seriously questioning if I should even continue in the competition. Edward, can I have a chat with Ash and Yugi?
Thank you to the fans of Anime Superstars. We truly appreciate you. Please like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode. Also, please consider joining the Discord server in the link below and consider supporting other cartoon drag race creators like me.